Whatever the setbacks of the moment, nothing can stop us now. Whatever the difficulties, Africa shall be at peace. However improbable it may sound to the skeptics, Africa will prosper.
More than anything, UNISA must be celebrated as a pioneer of the distance education model, an enduring gift not only to South Africa, the continent, but to the human civilization in the knowledge arena the world over.
Education is the light in a dark room. It's the spark of a dream, a passport to the future, and the seed of generational change. Through education, we reflect on yesterday and define tomorrow. Rooted in South Africa and the African continent, UNISA can truly claim to be the African university in the service of humanity. UNISA stands at the pinnacle of education through open distance e-learning, with a footprint of students in more than 100 countries worldwide. Since the founding of the university in 1873 as an examining body, we have been a trailblazer. UNISA is the first and only institution in South Africa to carry our country's name with pride, and the first public university in the world to exclusively teach by means of distance education, an ever-changing dynamic university with a global reach. UNISA's history spans the entire modern history of South Africa, opening up a world of academic study opportunities for former activists and struggle heroes, thought leaders, business people, legal experts, acclaimed entertainers, and sports stars. The university takes pride in almost 1 million alumni, with 10 alumni chapters internationally, making their mark in diverse fields and capabilities. Some of the noteworthy alumni include President Nelson Mandela, Thabo Mbeki, who is also the Chancellor and custodian of the university's Calabash Awards, current President Cyril Ramaphosa, former South African Reserve Bank Governor Jill Marcus, and current one, Lesetja Kganyago. Internationally, Reserve Bank governors of Eswatini and Namibia, to name but a few. At UNISA, the World Wide Web is our educational playground, but we also have beautiful and impressive campuses. UNISA's Makelneuk campus is located in the city of Tshwane and is a major landmark of the capital city. The Florida campus in Johannesburg is UNISA's science campus, housing state-of-the-art infrastructure and laboratory equipment. UNISA has 6 regional hubs including Ethiopia and multiple centers across the country. We have embraced the fact that we need to adapt quickly to the fast-paced higher education environment of the 21st century, and this is reflected in our management style and leadership practice. In articulating her vision, the new Principal and Vice Chancellor of the University of South Africa, the first black woman to be appointed at the helm of UNISA, Professor Puleng Linkabola, shared that UNISA is well placed to address society's most demanding challenges by using research to meaningfully transform the lives of those in our communities. To this end, UNISA is working on the following catalytic niche areas. Marine Studies. As a discipline, Marine Studies covers field-specific studies like marine ecology and biology to policy-related studies like marine spatial planning and coastal economies. Many other areas of marine research and studies are covered in this niche area. Aviation and Aeronautical Studies. Aviation and Aeronautical Studies covers specializations in areas as diverse as aeronautical engineering and aerospace safety, and South Africa's 18 airports forms a major role player for passengers and goods transitioning to and from our country. This is a niche that supports a major component of the country's economy. Automotive Studies. The South African automotive industry is projected to grow from 600,000 to 1.4 million vehicles a year in production. There is major potential to be explored in UNISA's commitment to automotive studies. In 2022, students from the Department of Mechanical Engineering participated in the Sasol Solar Challenge with their solar-powered car that travels from Johannesburg to Cape Town without using a single drop of fuel. Energy Studies. UNISA's Institute for Development of Energy for African Sustainability specializes in designing chemical processes, reducing material and energy consumption, as well as carbon dioxide emissions. Space Studies and Square Kilometer Array. UNISA has been extensively involved in the $1 billion Square Kilometer Array project since 2012. The UNISA Observatory, situated on the main campus, is a modern, well-equipped facility housing a 14-inch telescope where the College of Science, Engineering and Technology offers undergraduate courses in astrophysics and astronomy with specialization up to PhD level. Fourth Industrial Revolution and Digitalization. The Fourth Industrial Revolution can be described as the advent of cyber-physical systems involving entirely new capabilities for people and machines. Examples include genome editing and new forms of machine intelligence. The College of Graduate Studies will support and promote studies into 4IR and digitalization, while the Graduate School of Business Leadership presents a short learning program on big data. Natural Sciences. The simplest definition of biotechnological studies is applied biology. Through the application of biological knowledge and techniques to develop products or services, UNISA's College of Agriculture and Environmental Sciences is one of the main partners in the African Biogenome Project, a coordinated Pan-African effort piloting a project with a key objective of sequencing 100,000 endemic species. Health and/or Pharmaceutical Studies. The Department of Health Studies is prepared for the challenge of equipping their students with research skills and expertise in the field of health and pharmaceutical studies. The UNESCO UNISA Africa Chair in Nanoscience and Nanotechnology is leading the international research into the nano-delivery of medicinal drugs, including African herbal medicine. The College of Law offers an elective undergraduate model on medical law. Feminist, Womanist, Busadi Theorizations. In the College of Human Sciences, the Institute for Gender Studies, the College of Education and the Graduate School of Business all contribute to the interdisciplinary research into eliminating gender-based violence, homophobia and transphobia, and discrimination against women in the workplace and the political arena. The Institute also uses education about gender as an effective way to achieve gender equality and the empowerment of women. Student support and co-curricular activities. UNISA is uniquely placed to offer creative and radically innovative ways of enhancing student support. UNISA's College of Graduate Studies has developed a whole range of training programs to assist and encourage students. The Advocacy and Resource Center for Students with Disabilities promotes the principle of access for success, and the Student Development Division provides students with social support and leadership development services. These niche areas find expression in the rich tapestry of our disciplines included in the College of Accounting Sciences, Agriculture and Environmental Sciences, Economic and Management Sciences, Education, Graduate Studies, Human Sciences, Law, Science, Engineering and Technology, the Graduate School of Business Leadership, and the Thabo Mbeki School of Public and International Affairs. As a comprehensive open-distance e-learning institution, UNISA is recognized as a serious player in research globally. From publication and journal output to the number of master's and doctoral graduates, we are moving forwards and upwards. UNISA has made substantial progress in research and innovation, as evidenced by several external and credible scientific ranking systems, with the latest ones, the 2023 Webometrics and Shanghai rankings, placing us in the top 10 universities in the country. As Africa's leading open-distance e-learning university, we can reflect with great pride on the past 150 years of transformational education, and we are confident in our ability to succeed and become a truly high-performance university as we define
By virtue of the powers vested in me as acting Vice-Chancellor, I constitute this gathering a congregation of the University of South Africa. Ladies and gentlemen, we request you to join us in silent prayer or meditation to give thanks for the achievements being celebrated on this occasion. Let's pause for a while. Thank you. You may be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening to all of you. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ramahwai Mahano, and I'm currently serving in the interim as Vice Principal, giving oversight to the portfolio of institutional development. But substantively, I am a professor of parasitology and the executive dean of the College of Agriculture and Environmental Sciences. My first task this evening is to welcome you all to this auspicious and grand occasion, the 75th UNISA Autumn Graduation Ceremony. In essence, we started the autumn ceremonies on the 10th of April. Now, to this end, we have conducted 74 ceremonies. This is the 75th ceremony. And the Office of the Registrar informs us reliably so that by the first week of June, UNISA would have graduated in excess of 40,000 graduates. Now, I thought you would applaud that. Because there is no university in the country, nor in the continent, nor in many continents of this world which are able to rival that accomplishment. So in that context, UNISA is having no competition. And for that, we are very proud because we are decisively contributing meaningfully to the knowledge economies and skill economies in our country, in the continent, and by extension in the entire world. And I am welcoming you to this ceremony on behalf of the Chancellor of our university, His Excellency, former State President of our country, Dr. Thabo Mbeki, the Principal and Vice Chancellor of our university, Professor Puleng Lenkabula, as well as the Council of the University, ably led by Dr. Dan Musia. And it is indeed with the greatest of pleasures that we receive you this evening as we celebrate the wonderful accomplishments realized by the students of our university. This ceremony is of singular importance to our students who at this stage can craft a story about their journey. The journey they have traversed from whence they started registering the first course up until this end. They can talk wonderfully about their opposal experiences of demotivation in other instances, and experiences of elation in others. So is the experience of anyone who travels in the academic journey. Life as it is presents dichotomous experiences. As one embarks on life, there will often be obstructions, impediments, things that seek to deter us from reaching our goals and realizing our experiences. But nonetheless, those who are committed to their cause, they do contend with these opposal forces as and when they come across them, because they have made a resolve in their lives that they will reach the end of their destination. Of course, Moses in biblical times was not oblivious to this reality. And he notes in the book of Genesis chapter 8, verse 22, and he says, so long the earth exists, seed time and harvest time, cold and heat, summer and winter, day and night will never cease. In other words, there will always be this contradictory moments, contradictory experiences as we progress through life. He says, so long the earth exists, you will experience these contradictory moments. They are dichotomous. They present themselves as opposal experiences. Now, this seeks to say to us that when then one is in the winter moment, when things are tough, when it appears that nothing is working out, you do not have to despair, because there is summer that is around the corner. And it is that kind of a mentality that you, the graduates of UNISA this evening, embrace, and for that we want to applaud you. I thought you would applaud. But at the same time, we want to appreciate parents, spouses, relatives, and friends of you, the graduates. We know that many a times it is the interventions by people who are seated on my right-hand side which actually made you to have hope beyond your challenges. And for that type of contribution, we want to acknowledge and appreciate all of them. And it is actually our desire that somewhere along the course of life, within means possible to you, that you will find a way of expressing your gratitude to these people. We cannot prescribe. You know what they deserve for the wonderful and phenomenal contributions they've made to your life. To assist me to officiate over this ceremony, we have colleagues who represent the university in various ways. To start off with, Representing the Office of the Registrar is Ms. M. Froyondorf, and also we have Ntate Farisani Sibeko, who is the Executive Director in the portfolio of Operations and Facilities Management. We have Dr. O. Mabusela. Dr. Mabusela is the Executive Director in the Vice Chancellor's Office. We also have Professor Kanyi Mbata. She is the Acting Director in the School of Interdisciplinary Research and Graduate Studies in the College of Graduate Studies. Representing the College of Law is Professor M. Budeli Nemakonde. She is the Executive Dean of the college. Representing the College of Human Sciences, we have Professor T.D. Mashao, who is the Deputy Executive Dean of the college. And we have Professor S. Sofla, who is in the Institute for Health and Social Sciences. From the College of Economic and Management Sciences, we have Professor T.E. Nenjelele, who is the Director of the School of Public and Operations Management, and also Professor Mashia Mkansi, who will also give the Chancellor's address. From the College of Science, Engineering and Technology, we have Mr. M. Boysa. From the College of Education, we have Professor R.B. Munyai. From the College of Accounting Sciences, we have M.N. Polo, and we also have the supervisor, who is actually in absentia, Professor S.H. Van Defender. Professor Van Defender is the one who guided Mark Johan Rogashnik in his doctoral studies. He actually is attending this ceremony as Mr. Mark Johan Rogashnik, but at the end of the ceremony, he will be Dr. Mark Johan Rogashnik. But then we have colleagues who serve in various capacities, mostly in the background work that leads to the organization of an event of this magnitude. And we want to recognize these colleagues. These are colleagues in the graduation division of the university, colleagues in the Department of Institutional Advancement, colleagues in the Department of Facilities Management, colleagues in the Multimedia Center. These are colleagues who are responsible to ensure that this ceremony is streamed live on YouTube. We have colleagues from the Department of Human Resources, particularly employee wellness. That is why you have paramedics in attendance to ensure that if there is a need, they are able to attend to such a need. And we have colleagues from the regional office of our university, the Cape Town Regional Office. And these colleagues are the ones who ensured that they organized this auditorium, and even the seating arrangement, as you see it, splendid as it is, to celebrate your achievement. Ladies and gentlemen, in this ceremony, 328 certificates will be issued, but in actual fact, this ceremony accommodates 495 candidates. Now, the candidates who do not form part of this ceremony will receive their certificate by post, or they will collect them from the regional offices of the university. Now, as we move into the ceremony, I would want us to adhere to 3 announcements. And I want to implore you that please ensure that we do not compromise these 3 announcements that I'm about to make. The first announcement has to do with cell phones. Please put your cell phone on silent mode. If you are unable to do that on your own, ask somebody next to you to assist you. I'm allowing just a fraction of time for you to do that, because beyond this time that I'm allowing, I do not want to hear any cell phone ringing. That is the announcement. We don't have to compromise. Secondly, graduation is by nature a moment of celebration, and we have to celebrate. And typically, in the African context, when we celebrate, we sing. When we celebrate, we dance. When we celebrate, we even recite our totems, our recitals, etc., etc. Now, these practices are very, very important, for they are not a mere aggregation of words that we utter. They actually embody our experiences as people, as lineages. That is why they differ from one lineage to another. And when we achieve, or even when we are facing challenges, we encourage ourselves by sounding these recitals, because they define who we are, from whence we're coming, and also indicating our intentions to confront the future. Now, we want to invite you to dance, if you so want, to sing your recitals, if you so want. However, there is a caveat that we impose. You only limit that to your son, your daughter, your spouse, your friend. If you are a mbata, do not pollute the Ngwebu's achievements with the Mbatas recitals. So limit your excitement to your candidate, and do not interfere with the announcements of other people's names. Each and every one of the 328 candidates seated here deserve to have his or her name being announced without interference. Shall I repeat? Each and every one of the 300 candidates seated here deserve to have their name announced without interference. That's the second announcement. Let's stick to that. We will enjoy the celebration. The last announcement has to do with you, the graduates. Once you have traversed the stage, please walk swiftly to make your way back to your seat. Do not go home. We see funny things. You know, we see funny things. You will see your mother or your father moving out as if they are going to the bathroom, and you will be following. Now, the problem with that is you would have received your certificate in front of a full audience. But what about the 328th candidates seated at the back there? If you continue doing that, that colleague would be receiving his or her certificate in an empty auditorium when you received your certificate in front of a full audience. Let us not do that. Let us be ethical. Let's respect other people. So those are the three announcements that I wanted to advance. And I trust we'll adhere to them without fail. It is my singular honor to introduce Professor Mashia Mkansi to you. As I've indicated earlier on, Professor Mashia Mkansi will deliver the Chancellor's address. She holds a Master of Science in Electronic Business with Bolton University in the United Kingdom. And because of her love for education, she subsequently pursued a Doctor of Philosophy degree from the same university, Bolton University in the United Kingdom. Now, these are the degrees that she has amongst many other degrees that she would have attained prior to these. Her specialist subject is supply chain management with specific focus on e-grocery supply chain, healthcare supply chain, innovation, and research methods. Professor Mkansi is an accomplished scholar, and she is also the recipient of the first prize in the medical category at the annual Gauteng Accelerator Program. And I trust this she received in the year 2020. She is currently the head of research and postgraduate studies in the College of Economic and Management Sciences. Let us welcome Professor Mashia Mkansi to the lectern. Over to you, Professor.
Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, I wish to acknowledge our Honorable Chancellor, Dr. Thabo Mbeki, and our Vice-Chancellor, Prof. Puleng Linkambule in absentia. To our university management, fellow colleagues, our distinguished guests, families, and graduates, good evening. Good evening, graduates. Today marks a significant milestone that celebrates the resilience and brilliance of our students. It's one of our flagship celebrations for 150 years of contribution to knowledge. It's also a celebration of the college academics for producing a fine group of future leaders to address issues that are pertinent to the national and international development agenda. So a massive congratulations to our graduates and their families. Today's Chancellor's address is entitled "Knee on My Neck." It recalls the uproar when Officer Derek Michael Chauvin placed his knee on George Floyd's neck, a moment that symbolized profound injustice and evoked painful memories of segregation and oppression. In response, people worldwide marched in solidarity, shouting "Black Lives Matter." This happened back in May 2020. This year, the University of South Africa celebrated our honorary doctorates who have lifted their weight from our communities' necks, enabling marginalized groups to rise and individuals to reach new heights. These honoraries have leveraged their influence, the voices and opportunities to uplift fellow South Africans and boost our economy. Their actions embody the highest form of justice and education, transcending what even the top universities can teach. Their entrepreneurship and community impact inspires a sense of unity and highlight our country's potential. Our honorary serves as models for how we should conduct ourselves as academics, industry leaders, government officials, and also pave a way for you graduates as to how you can use your knee to uplift the communities that we serve. The university proudly recognizes individuals whose contribution have made a significant impact, including but not limited to Dr. Oliver Matsipe, Dr. Esther Mahlangu, Dr. Natasha Sidris, Dr. Pete Warren, and Dr. Angus van Zyl Taylor. These honorees, while diverse in their contribution and achievement, they share a common commitment to UNISA's vision of shaping futures in the service of humanity. They present our dedication to serving every African country and the global community, transcending language and cultural barriers. To our graduates, you are privileged to stand on the shoulders of these living legends. They build on the legacy of leaders and presidents from this university, from the late Honorable Nelson Mandela and the selfless Master Oliver Tambo to our Honorable Chancellor, Dr. Thabo Mbeki, who together lifted us towards the freedom we enjoy today. So as we turn the next chapter of our freedom, as well as the chapter for our academic careers, there are key takeaways for you graduates. Number one, use your knee, your education to uplift your communities, your country, and your fellow citizenship. The highest form of education opens doors and markets without discrimination or nepotism. It shows respect, respond promptly to others, release results, and respond to inquiries timely because someone's life or opportunity may be dependent on it. Recognize merit where it's due. Number three, remember each time you delay, discriminate, disregard merit, or fail to use your voice to vote for matters that are pertinent to our country, you are metaphorically placing your knee on someone's neck, stifling the life of this country. Number four, embrace and espouse the highest form of justice. Number 5, multiply your impact by opening doors for others and be what you need from those that are above you. Lastly, be mindful of your invisible knee on someone's neck. Imagine what this country could achieve if we all espoused the highest form of education. And imagine the progress we could make if we used our influence to uplift others, our communities, our country, and the continent at large. So let your education be the force that elevates our fellow countrymen, our community, and our nation. Congratulations once more.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give Professor Mkansi another round of applause. Thank you, Professor Mkansi, for sharing your insights and providing inspiration and guidance to the graduates. The topic of your Chancellor's address is Knee on My Neck. And it is actually appropriate that you picked this topic, invoking a sense of responsibility amongst the graduates, and you aptly put it when you said, if you do not raise your voice when you are supposed to do so, you are literally having your knee on somebody's neck. I believe that is quite profound, and we appreciate you for that insight. And I trust that the graduates have actually taken heed to the message that you communicated. Ladies and gentlemen, by virtue of the powers entrusted to me, I shall now proceed to confer the degrees and diplomas of the university on the candidates whose names appear in the program. And I request that the representatives of the colleges to present the candidates to me.
Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to introduce to you Mark Johan Rochaschner for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. The candidate supervisor was Prof. S.H. van der Vente, and it is now my privilege to read the citation in support of the conferment of the degree. In his thesis entitled Exploring the Relationship Between Leader Characteristics, Team Culture, and the Inner Dynamics of Transformational Leadership, he introduces the inner dynamics of transformational leadership as a non-deterministic network of leader and team self-focused and other focused behavior, a relationship that contains leader character, leader integrity, team culture. The findings show that team culture behavior is more prominent than leader character behavior, but that leader integrity plays a significant role in both leader character and team culture. In addition, other focused behavior is more prominent than self-focused behavior in all instances. The introduction and formalization of the inner dynamics of transformational leadership offer a deeper understanding of the transformational leadership and open new field of study. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer on Mark Johan Rohashner the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
Philosophy on Mark Johan Rohashner. Congratulations. Well done.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Master of Public Health. Nokzola Primrose Kedam. The degree is received with distinction. Stella Saulina Carlota Okwane Matsihle.
Look at the camera.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, Stephanie Audrey McIntosh receives the degree of Master of Laws. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates receive the degree of Bachelor of Arts Honors. Nadine Adrian Leslie. Vusmunzi Peter.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Arts Honors in the College of Human Sciences. Rosane Atterbury, degree obtained with distinction. Dale Leslie Fortune. Carmen Fauche, the degree obtained with distinction. Chrisme Marlene Huyeman. Shelley Ann Greifenstein. Alexandra Victoria Hay, degree obtained with distinction. Shani Little. Willem Hendrik Low. Vuyisile Sibonile Mabitle. Marcelino Metino Martin. Ivan Mudiokolo. Edmonda Mena. Degree obtained with distinction. Susanna Johanna Katharina Meyer. Degree obtained with distinction. Dikeledi Manshia Ngokwana Rinki Mongalo. Lisa Nicole Pereira, degree obtained with distinction. Faranaz Peterson. Mzuvukile Joseph Ngangowa. Kirsten Yvette Rodman, degree received with distinction. Ayatollah September. Bulelwa Siteto. Bonita Smith, degree obtained with distinction. Liam Ivan Solomons. Danielle Sprith. Wilhelmina Jeanette Stabler. Leanne Stemmet. Letitia Leanne Sylvester Williams. Nicolette van der Vijver, degree obtained with distinction. Shante Yolanda van Skalkwyk, degree obtained with distinction. Tanya van Zyl. Lawrence Walambuka.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates receives the degree of Bachelor of Commerce Honours. Kara Lei Yolande Chatti. Nicole Ashleen Cupido. Gema Sofia de Griev, degree is obtained with distinction. Zinhle Makosazane Dlamini. Bope Minga Dupoint de Diu. Kesley Jamie Fredericks. Tanya Hagen. Kevin Hesron Johannes. Zizikazi Namhla Maktola. Zoleka Caroline Martina. Derek Tapelo Mnyamane. Kondikai Mukombwe. Kyla Monique. Tapiwa Rufaro Musera Kuende. Prilisha Nedisan. Christian Petras Naidi. Pule Sebastian Ntanyana. Priscilla Numalo. Dale Stewart Paulse. Deolene Skippers. Reginald Carl Shaw. Mandisa Sibango. Tantraswa Cindy. Heather Bridget Smith. Fundile Prince Sobuza. Love Delian Lirato Chutulu. Christelle Charlene Van Zyl, the degree is obtained with distinction. Jade Fenton. Philippas Carell Fente. Tracy Lee Wadcox. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates receives the degree of Bachelor of Administration Honors. Skumbuzo Allen Mabuto. Anele Magasi. Elrina Randall. Chikelo Princess Sobutongo. Andrew Paul Thinis. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, Comfort Masuku receives the degree of Bachelor of Science Honors. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, Ndiferani Clarence Maremeni. Yondela Tachwa. Madeleine Fisser. 18. Thank you. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates receives the degree of Bachelor of Business Administration. Shangirai Chivaura. Lauren Rochelle Davids. Lwazi Kuluba. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates receives the degree of Bachelor of Commerce. Marion John Bankis. Dalen Nathan Powell. Carl Robeck. Robin Eden Williams. Taylan Ansley. Unati Nandipa Winyonyo. Unsumi Debrin. Reynard Delange. Reagan Dioka Kabeya. Zade Duprise. Albert van Zyl Eastbeth. Ushula Vanessa Ford. Kyla Dawn Ushula Halanos. Degree is obtained with distinction. Look at the camera. Habel Khalfan. Ashley Craig Halden Bloom. Elisma Groenewald, the degree is obtained with distinction. Okay. Ridewan Jatim. Willem Carl Jordan. Robert Knott. Niban Lalsai. Joshua Lasbeck. Hein Lombard. Marna Lombard, the degree is obtained with distinction. Marius Lass. Alexander Richard MacDonald. Aushulia Machavangu. Marvin Leroy Martz. Rutizai Esther Masekesa. Lushudi L.C. Masemola. Given Mbengeni Masengane. Karen Teresa Michaels. Natasha Maini. Samuel Milner. Nosawata Miriam Mkwane. Wesley Justus Naide. Martha Dominic Nchodu. Caitlin Teresa Ogil. Veroshen Pillay. Tracy and Rima, the degree is obtained with distinction. Cameron Jade West Savage, the degree is obtained with distinction. Shengiwe Shozi. Nelia van de Kerk. Suzelle Villion. Jamie Frances Ann Wegner, the degree is obtained with distinction. Munashe Enlace Zinzombe. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor Ndiferani Clarence Maremeni receives the degree of Baccalaureus Technologie.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates receive the degree of Bachelor of Laws. Ishmael Ali. Anik Clerk. Stephanie Jean Duchesne obtained the degree with distinction. Adrienne Christopher Gailey. Ilham Khanif. Daniel Jacobus Hussein obtained the degree with distinction. Annalisa Ruth Kovula. Nicole N. Hacker obtained the degree with distinction. Narman Higgins. Vavuyise Homani. Carl Bevan Horn. Arabella Desmond Cooper. David Lombard. Nicole Natalie Lowe. Joseph Makwara. Solomon Manyaya. Vuiseka Mapukata. Man Marais. Kiam Makat. Tandokazi Sylvia Mdekazi. Megan Magis. Mzamo Mkoboka. Naledi Nzama. Perez Pillay obtained the degree with distinction. Greta Carol Prinsloo. Zizi Paul Saunders. Ashley Elizabeth Benedict Seward obtained the degree with distinction. Kim Lu Steenkamp. Diana Tarupua. Luleka Thomas. Shimwell Emmanuel Ace. Jace Olivia van der Haar. Huairong Zheng obtained the degree with distinction. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Arts. Muhammad Teshrik Amin. Samantha Jessica Anthony obtained the degree with distinction. Siobhan Ashley obtained the degree with distinction. Karel Bernard. Nathaniel Bertas. Ledona Brown. Brittany Andrea Dipenarian. Annelise Dion. Shante Michelle Gabriel. Tabisa Goniwe. Viwe Joyce Kojana. Sharifa Khan. Sky Luz obtained the degree with distinction. Unkabesi Governor Mahole. Latara Yonkers. Sakamzi Mavumengwana. Natasha Miller. Nobuzwe Wilmotina Mpambani. Xolisile mediator Mqothelwa. Aluncedo Nditha. Amy Neris Orr obtained the degree with distinction. Noluvuyo Siwahla. Brittany Jade Smith obtained the degree with distinction. Rock Theon Smith. Megan Chana Strauss obtained the degree with distinction. Jongumzi Christopher Tofile. Gerbrand van Waldsleben. Marisa van Zyl. Saphokazi Cakalashe. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, Nozipho Mpofu receives the degree of Bachelor of Commerce.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates receive the degree of Bachelor of Social Work. Tobeka Sharon Janti. Odette Zunia Gordon. Zanri Him, degree obtained with distinction. Patricia Anneline Ulis. Claudine Ludick. Zukiswa Nopelo Mwezi. Lwando Ndaman. Mzembeko Mnet Skisaza. Zimkita Zoz. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, Erika Setter receives the degree of Bachelor of Visual Arts, and the degree is obtained with distinction. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates receive the degree of Bachelor of Information Science. Yamkela Funani. Fameda Governor. Chrisne Suzanne Lamrecht. Belina Dimakatso Mkotwa. Andela Tomosi. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, Defandre Bonsaya received the degree of Bachelor of Theology. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Arts. Amika Cronier. Sandre Marles Diaker. Petronella Kertina Adriana Human, degree obtained with distinction. Kautar Isaacs. Nathira Mkosana. Chanel Dawn Paul. Shaz Abrahams. Duncan Naish Fraser Alexander, degree obtained with distinction. Ira Ali, degree obtained with distinction. Junaid Benjamin. Anika Brown. Cameron Kelsey Crow. Wilmarie Erasmus, degree obtained with distinction. Sharon Lee Fritz. Kyla Alida Gelmo, degree obtained with distinction. Simone Maria Lambert. Johann Wilhelm Andreas Landsmann. Henrik Petras Otto. Luen Pinar. Zandile Colombeni. Kylan Smith. Leonie Felyun, degree obtained with distinction. Jade Elizabeth Abels. Nicole Elizabeth Abrahams. Azra Amot. Mika Bart. Megan Mary Cornaway. Tiffany Johan Dick. Estelle Renata Diolifir. Sinethemba Zila. Mike Creek. Daniel Majid. Atkolile Notwal. Anastasia Lorraine Monique Peka. Suviena Rampesat. Pumzani Sizani. Chantel N. Williams.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the diploma candidates will now be introduced to you. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the postgraduate diploma in the College of Economic and Management Sciences. Nicole Samantha Abrams Martin. Tina Amy Cilias. Yasin Francis. Victoria Ndeshipanda Luanda. Andre Marias Moses. Nolibabalo Mputaputa. Kolelwa Marian Taba. Zoliswa Mthinthi. Mama Itlamo Leah Sibekedi. Grigiano Rian Jokobas Velemse.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the postgraduate diploma in the College of Human Sciences. Londeka Happiness Nosipo Mkulisa. Patience Ndamuka. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates receive the diploma. Michelle Apolis. Kylene Frenchman. Akona Ngwadi.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates receive the diploma in the College of Law. Sasha Adonis. Nomzamo Dubula. Pilo Gary Felix. Adam Lewalet. Archibald Tembinkosi Mafitu. Annelisa Mashikolo. Andisiwe Mkakaza. Franco Giuliano Keith Papir. Sinazo Tako.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the diploma in the College of Economic and Management Sciences. Larine Bosch. Quartas Matisse Defrays. Chanel Denise Jacobs. Relebohile Litor. Babalwa Annelisa Magwebu. Sheila Mashalanga. Queen Amanda Nyaka. Nancy Musela Mutsapi. Rovesh Ojagir. Tendo Jeanette Ramakulukusha. Samantha Stein. Zwaki Alina Mohotlane. Justin Van Roy. Gino van Skalkveek. Abuyile Vutula. Susan Zumana. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the national diploma. Bongani Maxwell Ganjo. Sikelela Zizinswa Sovekwa. Reginald William Henry Volmick.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we round up the proceedings this evening, I think it is proper and quite fitting that we give the graduates another thunderous round of applause. By all accounts, when we started the proceedings, I was somewhat worried. I started counting ululations, and we went deep into the ceremony without hearing a single ululation, particularly when we were dealing with the commerce degrees. And I wondered whether these people were thinking deeply about their businesses or what was happening. But at least when the law degrees were dealt with, Professor Budeli, for some reason, we started experiencing some excitement, which is common with other provinces. So we must actually put this to a kind of a study as to what actually makes the lawyers to be so excited. But nonetheless, you are truly, truly appreciated. And it is very important that we acknowledge the good work that you have done. I am a firmly believer of the notion that there is nothing good in life that can be achieved without pain and labor. If you think about it carefully, if you desire something good, you should actually be determined to suffer some pain, to go through some labor in order to attain that good thing that you desire. And I want to believe that as you reflect back on your journey, there are moments of pain, there are moments of labor that you endured and suffered. That is what happens in life. And this does not subscribe to these people who just want to have a good life without having earned it. They are actually moving opposite to the grain and the principles of life. The principles of life say you must earn your living. In other words, you must sacrifice for it. And we therefore want to unreservedly extend our deep sense of appreciation and congratulations to all of you, because we do know that you have earned the good thing that you now have in your possession as a certificate that depicts the level of knowledge and understanding that you have currently. Well done to you, and many, many congratulations. You see, tertiary education, and here we're talking about education beyond matric, inclusive of university education, is not something easy to pursue, particularly in the context of our country. And more so when you pursue it through the open distance e-learning modalities. But we want to appreciate your resolve and resolute to ensure that regardless of the contending priorities, because inevitably you had to keep a lot of balls in each day in the air so that you don't have any one of them falling. Of course, in the event you experience one of the balls dropping to the ground, you had the guts to pick it up and start throwing it in the air once more. That is why you are at this level, appreciating and marveling at the wonderful certificate that bears the name of a university, the only university that carries the name of the country, the University of South Africa. But then as we celebrate and congratulate you, wishing you well in your endeavors beyond this graduation, it is important that we remind you that the primary purpose of education, regardless of its disciplinary orientation, is to create, is to enhance, and to sustain good quality life. If education does not achieve that, then it is of no value. It is of value to us. That is why we pursue it. That is why we encourage people to embrace education, because its intent, its primary purpose is to promote good quality life, regardless of its disciplinary orientation. If it is mathematics, the mathematics that we study is primarily intended to promote good quality life. Whether you study psychology, whether you study biochemistry, the ultimate goal is to promote good quality life. If we do not pursue education, particularly in the African continent, we will fail to reach the desired Africa, the Africa we want, as contemplated in the Agenda 2063 of the African Union. And any other reason that may be espoused as the reason for education, if it does not promote good quality life, is actually opposal and detrimental to life itself. It is therefore important that you, the graduate of UNISA, should make a resolve this evening that whatever you're going to do beyond this ceremony, it will enhance and promote good quality life. It will not take from life, it will not compromise the quality of life. And you can achieve that by focusing on the principles and the prescripts that govern your field of study. I want to believe, as a psychologist, there are professional bodies which govern the conduct of those who declare themselves to be psychologists. As pure scientists, there are professional bodies which govern those who declare themselves to be scientists. Be it in engineering, there is an engineering council that governs what ought to be done in that field. But as soon as those who are in that field ignore those principles which seeks to dictate and to prescribe the level of standard they should be performing at, they are doomed to fail and to compromise life. In this country, we have many examples that I do not want to refer to of people who went into professions, but they ignored the very principles that are prescribed by the professional bodies which take care of those professions. Those bodies are not just accidental. They occur for a reason, because as a professional person, you are expected to maintain certain standards. As a lawyer, there is a law society that expects you to conduct yourself in a particular manner that is commensurate to the type of a degree that you possess. If you move into a court, you've got to observe certain practices and principles of conduct. But if you ignore those principles and move into a court and start disrespecting the judge, we're not talking about proper law argumentation, but you go there with a sense of disrespect that's moving outside the boundary lines of the professional dictates that ought to govern the law profession. If you do that, you will actually be compromising the standards and also compromising life. You see, David in the biblical times observed the reality of this phenomenon that I'm trying to address. He says in the book of Psalm 11, verse 3, if the foundations are destroyed, what can the righteous do? If the basic tenets that govern a profession are ignored and they are trampled on, what else can other people do? Those who mean well. That is why we have people who were lawyers who are now disbarred, because they did not conduct themselves according to the principles and the precepts of the profession that they were in. As we release you, we wish you well, and we are saying to you, take care of the foundational principles. They are very important. And as you operate and flourish within the confines of the precepts and prescripts of the profession that govern your field, the sky will no longer be the limit. You'll go beyond the sky itself, as the Vice Chancellor for our university likes to say. On behalf of the University of South Africa, and in particular on behalf of the Chancellor, His Excellency Dr. Thabo Mbeki, the Principal and Vice Chancellor, Professor Puleng Lengabula, as well as the Council, as I've indicated, led ably by Dr. Dan Musia. We wish you everything of the best. May you enjoy all the rights and privileges that are attached to the qualification that you possess. Now you have the right. After you have written your name, you would say LLB or BCom, right? That suffix becomes very, very important in defining you. May I request Dr. Mark Johan Rohashnich to rise. Congratulations, Doc. This is a wonderful milestone that you have attained. A doctoral degree is the apex degree. There is no longer any degree beyond the degree you have attained. And this is not only in our country, but it is globally. There is no degree that supersedes the doctoral degree. In other words, you have summited education. You are one of the few people who are now the creators of knowledge. You don't thrive on other people's knowledge. Your quest is to create new knowledge. Well done to you. And I have deliberately requested you to rise so that I present you like, a bait to other graduates. As a matter of fact, we're not doing well as a country with regard to the production of doctoral degrees. That is why in this ceremony, you are the only doctoral candidate. Even in the previous ceremony, we only had one doctoral candidate. We have to correct this. And I'm deliberately saying it to you, people or colleagues who obtained your bachelor's degrees, your honors degrees, your master's degrees, etc. Let us have an appetite to pursue postgraduate studies. The university and the government is doing everything it can to provide bursaries. As a matter of fact, at UNISA, when you do your master's degree, your PhD degree, you are entitled to a sizable bursary. This is to attract you to do postgraduate studies. So we would want to implore you to take that opportunity. But nonetheless, in a day or so's time, we will be casting our votes to usher in the 7th administration of the Republic of South Africa. We do not know what will happen beyond the 29th. But my appeal to you, the UNISA graduate, whatever happens, whatever space you find yourself in, conduct yourself in a manner that is worthy and commensurate with the standards of the qualification you possess. I thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, it is important that I indicate that the University of South Africa values what it refers to as social justice. And in its quest to enforce social justice, it has opened its doors much more wider than other institutions. To that end, UNISA is actually teaching and training many students who come from very poor backgrounds, who cannot afford university education. Just to indicate the seriousness of the situation, out of 368,000 students we have in the university. Right now, this is the biggest university you can have in the country, in the continent, and even in many continents. My understanding is that there are only 2 or 3 universities which would compete UNISA in terms of the enrollment size. And I'm talking globally. But out of 368,000 students who are registered in 2024, over 175,000 of them are supported through the National Student Financial Scheme, NSFAS. Now, that proportion indicates the seriousness of the need. Now, most of them, we cannot even afford to assist them. Even the NSFAS falls short of reaching them. Therefore, we want to solicit your support if you can, if you are able, to go into the university website, www.unisa.ac.za. You'll find the details of the UNISA Student Bursary Fund, and you can indicate the donation that you would want to make. And that will be highly appreciated because you will be assisting students who are facing financial challenges. Ladies and gentlemen, after this announcement, I would like you to rise for the singing of the national anthem, the words of which are to be found on page 25 of the program, and to remain standing after the anthem to enable me to dissolve the congregation. You are also requested to remain standing while the academic procession leaves the hall. Kindly rise.